Well, hello, you guys. There we go. All right. It is Sunday. Finally, uh, anyways, for all you guys listening on Podbean and iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the places that we are with our podcasts, and when you hear this, because we do recast this show, it's audio for everyone to be able to listen to. So we appreciate you guys, and we're truly grateful that you're here every single week.
Telemachus is first.
Telemachus, holy cow, you're first? Days, man. We'll have to get you a reward or something. That's cool. But hello, Telemachus. We're glad you showed up. You can see the table behind us is getting very, very crowded there.
I just don't have a big enough desk like you to have all my miniatures on it.
I don't have a big enough desk.
Oh, your desk is like 3 times bigger than mine.
There is never a big enough desk in this hobby because we always need more stuff. So you can tell I got me a haircut today, snazzed it up. That way I don't look like a mop. But anyways, it's been a little bit of a rough week. My mom is in the hospital with some pretty serious things going on. So I'll be out all day at the hospital tomorrow. And then we'll see what happens after that. However, we didn't get a ton of stuff done, but we did get some of our, well, Ashley got some of the.
So I switched groups again.
Hello, Mitos. And Minnie Warmut. Holy cow, and Charles. Hello.
It's not 5 o'clock for Brian. Hell's froze over.
Probably. So yeah. Anyways, what were we talking about?
So on the 1-page rules, Greg had me going. I was going through them for some reason, looking for. It's still not going through, but it showed that.
Get back to what you're talking about there.
And I happened to come across dinosaurs, so I switched my groups again. Now I got dinosaurs.
But I think they know you have dinosaurs. Correct.
I don't know. Now I lost track of who I sent this to.
I don't know. Well, anywho, the table's getting filled up like Brian there from May Warmut said. Get to it, and well, we have been getting to it. So she's been printing up the buildings we were talking about last week and getting those put together, and those are actually looking pretty nice, and they're just cardstock buildings, man.
Oh yeah, all these.
Just I mean,
they're finally dry, so now it's able to.
They're coming out pretty sturdy, but we bought cardstock paper.
Yeah.
So they are pretty colorful. They don't seem to be taking honestly a ton of ink out of the.
No, it's not.
Printer. Doesn't seem, and we just have a cheapy printer, so it doesn't seem to be using too much ink. But those are getting done because the goal was during the week to try to get that game, but unfortunately, some things with my mom were happening
unexpected,
very unexpected. So was not able to do that. However, this is I'll find out what I can do more tomorrow. Tomorrow's kind of a big day with medical stuff for her. So from that point on, we'll figure out a game plan of how we're going to do things. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate that. Thank you, Mythos. I did get the haircut today. They were running a special at Great Clips. It was $8.99 and some gel. And that's it. Pretty fancy. But I appreciate that, Charles. She's not. Mythos kind of knows him, Brian. I mean, she's not doing very good at all. So a lot depends on the procedure they're going to do tomorrow for a whole bunch of things. But without going down that road too far, it has delayed us this week on. We wanted to do the game this week and we couldn't, so we're getting ready to do some tonight because I think tomorrow's going to be a long day. So other than I uploaded a really quick 16-second overview of the Rockets, I think Brian has seen, and I got what?
Did it cancel?
What are you doing? Yes, I canceled it. It won't, for whatever reason. Facebook is throwing a fit, so you'll just have to send that one over.
I did.
Anyways, you sidetracked me, babe.
Sorry.
Jeez, I completely lost my train of thought. Hello, Walkabout Games. Mini Warm says he just finished his one-page rules Age of Fantasy Quest Crew, a new show series on the horizon. Oh, alrighty. Mythos says he's been using cardstock train for years. Yeah, we have off and on. Now the cardstock train is nice, and we just actually buy the cardstock for the printer. Unfortunately, the ones we got, you had to literally kind of trim down the edges a little to get it to go in a printer. For some reason, it was a little too big. But
I figured out a different way of doing it instead of wasting so much cardstock.
But anyways, it worked. The buildings are extremely sturdy. They're coming out looking really nice. And we're still going to do the goal of an army against the paper standee army, and that's what we're going to do. Thank you, Mythos. I am pretty much praying everything goes good tomorrow. I don't know. It's just a lot. Like, you know how that goes. Every time you turn that light on,
I know. It makes you look like crap. You always say it.
Yeah, it blinds me. It doesn't make me look like crap. I already look like crap. It blinds me. Being snarky, huh? So, yeah. What did you think? Oh, you think the paper train is underrated?
Hey, it works.
Yes.
And it's free.
Well, it's very cheap, yes. So that was, again, what we said last week, the whole reason we're doing it. It was nice to see you guys chit-chatting back and forth. That's cool. Everybody here kind of gets along with everybody, so.
That's why we love everyone so much.
Yeah, so we're building that up. I've been adding to my army as I can a little bit throughout the week.
Well, we can only do so much when I run out of prison.
Wow, you escape from prison, episode 7 next week, right? Oh, by the way, for someone asked me, wait, only 6 episodes? No, we're just doing episodes with this year.
We're trying something different.
Just to try something different, but also to help label it when it goes out, so people know what show of the year it was. I'm not going to go backwards for 6 years though, and try to label everything. So, nope. So far we've gotten a little bit done. We've just been sidetracked, is all. And we plan on tonight sitting down and getting at least a round or 2 in and get that up. A lot of the things printed has been it's a Freudian slip. Yep. So it's, at least the printer's holding up. We got past our complication issues with that thing. It's working pretty good. Okay, your tacos are down. What's everybody doing? There you go. That's true, Mito. She ran out of prison and she ain't going back. It's more like they threw her out. They just were like, okay, that's enough. And they just tossed her. Charles says he needs a haircut. But then you wouldn't look like you, Charles. You've got a really rugged look, which is good. Me, I've always had extremely short hair. I don't care for long hair.
That's a compliment to all do.
Huh? Oh, jeez. A little bit. But, so far, so good. So that's a good question. Many warm I had. What are you guys all doing? Walkabouts designing stuff in 3D for miniatures and bases for a new campaign.
Nice.
Charles says shaver and razor fully charged. It'd have to be fully charged. Oh, hey, you guys remember my Texas Rangers and their bases and all that stuff? I did take the time last night. Me and Ashley just rebased them all. So now they're all on solid regular bases. The other ones that printed from the first batch, the files were just too, I don't know, it's too thin
or something.
So they kind of warped. I look like Bob from Bob's Burger Show.
What?
I haven't seen Bob's Burgers.
I've never seen that one.
But that's cool. At least I look like somebody famous and not
just a cartoon.
Great. Well, if you've never seen it, how did you know?
I know.
Oh, I don't know. Charles is playing Sanctuary in Thieves World. I try to play Sanctuary daily by hiding, but it does not work. So I find no Sanctuary that works for me. Oh, thanks, Beatos. He says he just sat down at his desk. He's not sure what he's doing yet, other than listening to a great show. Well, thank you. We appreciate that, Beatos. I mean, sometimes you're like, okay, let's plan, and it's like
it doesn't work that way.
They just go out the damn window. So,
well, especially when you have Brian in here.
That's all right. But so far, I think still, regardless of what's happened this week, we've done
We've got quite a bit of stuff done.
Yeah.
And not what all we would like, but it's still
now something. You can't unsee Bob. Well, now, Walkabout, I'm going to have to look the show up because I really don't know. I don't think I know what you guys are talking about unless it's something I've seen and I don't remember, which is possible.
Hold on.
Now, Mini Warmont, shame on you. Mythos is not that way. In all fairness, I gave him $50 before the start of the show to say that, so I was just joking. Oh, you finally get to use a tray for your counters, Charles? Hey, that works. So many different games, too, like GameFound is coming out with Kickstarter. I'm always getting notified on, and hextexh put out a interesting one today, and that was Heroes of the Motherland, I think. Oh God. I guess I do kind of look like that guy. Oh, hello, habitual gamer. How are you, sir? You love the way you love me. How have you been doing in this crazy world that is what we live in? Sometimes you'd think we're just in a giant ass simulation.
David?
Yeah, that's David, I believe. Yep. So I don't know what you've been doing, sir, but we've just been trudging along, going forward. Except I got me a haircut today. Because I don't like.
He wants to be fancy for y'all.
Yeah. Ashley kind of picks on me, so I'm like, I just don't
I love you,
I don't like long
hair. Do I need
hair.
to call Keegan for you?
No. Please don't.
Brian, call Keegan.
What? Yeah, I mean, though, spreading positivity is a good thing. There's too much negativity in the world, so that's a good thing. Spread positivity. It will always be welcome for the most part.
Shit.
Yep.
What color should I make the dinosaurs?
Nobody could have written a book that we are living in it, correct? It is just pretty phenomenal, man.
Yeah, he did that, a couple years ago and liked it, so...
Comb over? Oh, no, not on a bald spot. I just push it over like this at the top.
Kind of like... I don't have a bald spot.
That's why he said comb over. I don't have a bald spot. But I flip it over on the top a little bit with the brush just because it's me.
So we did find out something. I've been with him for 18 years almost, and...
I thought it was like 90 or some shit. Ow.
He does now have a second cowlick on the back of his head, though.
That makes me special.
A lot of people only have one. He's got two.
The lady was just saying, you've got two cowlicks going on back here. And I'm like, oh, well, then I guess I'm special because I never heard that before. But okay, comb over does not mean bald. Generally, it does.
No, it does not.
But it's not really. I mean, this camera is, only a cheesy camera.
Yeah,
it's not going to get
Keegan, call him over.
There you go, Mini Warmup. That's good. And Walkabout says he just shaves his head most of the time. Yeah. Yeah.
He's gone through that phase too.
No, I just don't like, they kind of, what do you want a one guard on the side of your head for? Because I want it short, like in the summertime. And
oh shit, I forgot.
So like this is a 2, and they're like, sure you want a dash? I'm like, yeah, that's
because it takes them about 2 weeks and it'll be long again.
Just cut it short. I can help you with that though, Mini Warmup. I just have to make sure the insurance is all up to date at first. But anyways, back to gaming. So we are still going forward to that, even though Mom's in the hospital. And tonight we're going to be getting some of this done. I think you got most all the buildings done, right?
No.
Do you want to show them what you're painting there now?
In a minute.
I mean, we're going to be doing paper standee armies for hers. But in the meantime, this week, the one thing Ashley has plowed through is nonstop running.
Hey, I got 2,000 points, so hush.
Printer of hers.
There's 2,000 points on here.
Yeah, that's what I always thought a comb over was there, Mitos. How do donations work on here? Unfortunately, I can't take donations yet. I don't have enough watch time. I have members, but every month they go back 12 months. And so I just get close on the watch time, then it goes back again. And so, do they take a cut? Yes. From what I believe, the other guys have said they always take a cut. So yeah, that's kind of how that is. As far as I know, David, I don't have like where, when you get enough hours, it'll unlock that where people can say thanks, kind of like a tip thing. And I've tested it out like on mini warm-ups and hextexs, and I don't know what you guys get out of it, but if I send $2 for a tip, then I don't know. I'm sure they're going to take their percentage out. I think mini warm-up knows what they take for a percentage. Let me see something for a minute here. What was that place we do Venmo? Maybe. Never thought about that, I guess.
We could, I guess.
We could. I just never thought about that. We have the coffee one.
Buy us a coffee, or buy me a coffee, or whatever it's called.
This is where to go?
Now everyone needs to help me encourage Greg to dye his hair. We are over 2,000 members.
Why do I have to dye
because
my
I
hair?
said once we hit 1,000, you won't let me do it unless I bleach you while you're sleeping.
No,
but then I'm risking your hair falling out.
I don't want my.
I'll let Maya help me. Will that help?
No, I don't want to dye my hair.
Hey, Chris.
Hello, Nagawa. How are you, sir? Hey, David, this is the one that we have. That's kind of like
we changed it because that now goes to our coffee.
No, that's a buy me a coffee. That's just like a tip type of thing.
Well, no, I thought we had that up, but I forgot we switched over to our coffee shop, which is the QR code.
Oh, IRS and YouTube can't touch it. That would be nice. Habitual gamer, because IRS touches everything. I'm glad you're awake, Nagawa. Dye my hair transparent. So just shave my head. No. Two-tone for 2,000 subscribers.
There we go. Yes!
Yeah, that would be
I do my hair, which I got to redo it anyway.
But I don't.
Why? At least a streak. Let me put something in your hair.
I don't dye my hair. I don't mess with it.
It'd be temporary.
Dye it white. I don't have to. If I let it grow out enough,
actually, yeah, if you let it grow out,
you'll start seeing some of the whites in there.
Which makes absolutely no sense. You start seeing it, and he cuts it, and it like goes all the way.
When it's short, you're not really gonna see it. And then if I put gel in it, it doesn't. But my mom's the same way. She's almost 80, and most of her hair is dark too. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. I'm getting lost on here. Actually, dye it white. Charles said. Does that site take a cut? Very little, I think, David, because it goes through Stripe, so it's like I think 2% or something. And so I just don't generally throw it out there. A few people know about it, but I just don't always put it out there. And when am I going to have you build a computer? Well, I would like you to do that, one that would be geared for streaming and stuff, but I would have to be able to make enough money to do that at this point. Platinum blonde? No, Charles. Silver Fox, huh? It's going to go silver all on its own one day, David. It's already starting.
See, everyone wants to see a different color, babe.
No, you just started it. That's all. And you would want to change it. I mean, dyeing my hair.
Come on. What is it going to take 1 month of your hair and then you could cut it all off?
Maybe.
Give the people what they want.
It's not what the people want. It's what you want. Help me out here, Brian. He says, let it be.
Traitor.
So David, you know what? You ought to come on the show sometime and like introduce yourself and what you do and whatnot. I think that'd be cool too. You already have a streaming computer. All I have to do is send you a link. You could say hi. So yes, it would be nice to get a little bit more powerful
gaming computer
that we could use. But right now, this one works. Yeah, it'll start showing up more and more, Mitos. Mine's at about the 50-50 rate almost. I mean, if I let it grow out, you'll see it more. If I cut it short, it's less. But it's about half. So probably wouldn't worry about streaming more than 1080, David, because most of them still, I mean, a lot of places are still set up for that or the 720 for it to go through real quick. 4K, all that's going to amplify is the ugliness on my face. Besides, when I talk to the glasses doctor, people can't see in 4K anyways. I mean, we can't. So it's great that they display it, but we really don't see it 4K. We see it, 60 frames a second or 30. I'm sorry. So 60 is twice what makes things run good. So 1440 would be good. Because a lot of them are still set for 1080 or less that I've noticed anyways, like a lot of the places. 90s boy band blonde with dark roots.
No, that won't work good with them.
I don't know if that would work with my personality.
No.
My background probably wouldn't let me do that. Amplifies the face. That's what I'm saying. We don't need to do that, David. I paid 99 cents and $100 shipping from Wish for an ugly filter. And I put it on this, and that way it kind of tones everything down. Right? Actually ended up costing me more than a damn camera. Yeah, I'm at 720 now, so 1080. It's just easier, it's a smoother on the bit rate. It just seems to just flow better around 720. 1080 is okay, but I don't really have a need to broadcast at any higher of a level. It's kind of like, the system functions better anyways, but that is what it's at now, is 720, and it's okay.
We just need something with a lot of memory.
Well, ours is, it's upgraded to Windows 11. I got it literally on clearance. What was it, Office Max or Staples over there a couple years back? It was a desk model.
Office
it
Max.
has an i7, but that works real well, except one side of my video card's not working, so I can't use my other monitor. So now I need to replace the video card so I can use two monitors. Yeah, so I've been right now on 720. I've had pretty good luck streaming to just about anywhere I want to go with Restream. The only issue that me and other people have with Facebook is Facebook does on a regular basis change what you can do. Like I used to just stream straight to the group. Now you can't do that unless you're just only on Facebook. If you're going through, like you're using this or like OBS or any of the other services, then it's not going to let you necessarily do that without then getting their, you got to get their stream key and kind of work through. And then the last two times, Facebook's done something different because Facebook's not accepting the stream key that I get from them. So I don't know. But if I want to stream on Facebook through Facebook, of course, well, they're not Facebook anymore. They're Meta, but you know what I mean.
So it's China.
I would say yes, David. Probably more than that are watching it at 1080. But like I said, I mean, you can go get like 6K, 8K, but things ain't up to that either. So a lot of your streaming services are still doing 1080. 1080 is good I mean, most all your cameras are good, and we're not doing anything that requires, I'm not taking beautiful photography or something. That camera I got's 4K, and that's nice, but you have one built already. You just need a budget on a PC. Oh, that's cool. We'll have to talk in Messenger, David. Many Warmont says, Ashley.
What?
You know what?
He's gonna say something snarky.
Well, yeah, it's David. I mean, it's
Brian.
Yeah. Anywho.
He says to get painting, I'm gonna smack him.
So far, just making do with what we got. He wants to know what you're painting. She's painting over here, and I told her I'd flip the other camera on. So here, this will just
and the other Brian, World War II.
Yeah. Hello, Brian from World War II. You need a camera too? Yeah, I am using a Black Friday. I don't know what some Chinese thing says goose goo, whatever. It doesn't do too bad. They were $40 because the old Logitech I got just slowly dying.
Go ahead.
All right, hold on. Here, now you guys can find out what she's painting. Hold on. What this is getting at. There we go. All right, here. There you go. So she printed up a ton in the
only
last
2,000 points. It's only 42 models. Don't act like
you'd have to show them how big that is or what it is when you're done. It's some sort of, what do you call it thing? It's like a tank.
It's basically it's not a tank. It's what the hell would they be?
It's not in
Let's see this.
Whoa.
Better?
No. He's a big guy with a big gun on the back.
Trying to figure out where to.
Oh yeah, the problem with that is Brian, they're storing stuff. That's why they're doing all that, but that's a conversation for a different show, They save everything, even the stuff you think you deleted. So part of the one-page rules, that she's got a table full of items back here that she printed out through the week, or grab your little.
No!
Oh no. Weird World War II says, good girl, Ashley. It's a Weird War dino. She's going to show you some of what she's painted. She has accomplished more than me this week. She has printed these, obviously cleaned them, dried them, and based them.
This base hasn't come yet.
Yeah, we'll show them though. That's a pretty.
Eat my D-Regs. Rawr.
Down a little. There you go. So these one-page rules ought to be. Yeah, it's for one-page rule. The Saurian army. Yes.
Starting star hosts.
Yep.
Because there's two of them.
That's correct. Show them those there.
So they're like lizards, basically. That's a gator. These are basically like orcs.
Yep, that's one-page rules.
Raptor.
So she printed all those on
one bottle.
One bottle, which is $15, and we already had a bunch of bases. So even if I have to buy more bases, those are cheap. But that's your big guy.
Yeah, this is basically like my tank. It's about the same size as the tank.
Yeah, it's so we've accomplished.
Here, where's your tank?
Quite a bit.
Where's
my
Greg's
tank over there? So yeah. About the same size, although
Actually, he's a little bit longer.
that big old spiked ball on his tail is going to do some damage.
That's gonna hurt. So I have a base for him, but
Yeah.
I popped him off, so I now have to file the base because I couldn't get for underneath him.
Yeah.
So I have to file that base down, and his legs a little bit to glue it back on. But yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So hand me that artillery. Well, the other one right there.
Oh, the mortars?
Yeah. And then, I don't know.
Or the rockets?
Yeah. So this one I've got.
Rockets,
we'll show you
AA
in a
gun.
minute. You have to move the camera a bit, I guess.
Okay.
Well, the rockets I did today. I put that out. And I kind of backwashed the tracks out a little bit just to cut the shine down. But it prints really nice. And you guys already seen my mortars, but I'll re-show that one. So, David, this is for some of the miniature stuff we're doing. And then I don't have the AA. The AA gun has to be painted.
And cleaned up a little bit more.
Cleaned up a little bit first. This cannon, I cut the barrel down a little.
Because it warped.
Because the very tip warped. So I took a Dremel tool and just cut the tip of the other one
that
off.
needs a lot of cleaning.
Benny Warman says, it's about time I actually paint something that's not a squirrel.
I haven't painted squirrels.
Yes, you have. The squirrel phone holder, the other squirrels.
That took me a whole whooping 2 seconds.
But
I pulled a Brian.
It's okay. You're okay. So I got a couple pieces left to do artillery-wise, but as they release the stuff, the nice thing is it's very inexpensive to just print. There's her. Now you're going to have to
ruler.
That's her measuring ruler that she painted out. Kind of looks like a Crash Bandicoot theme to me.
Well, it's supposed to be like ruins, so I did the black and with the.
Oh, it looks good.
Green.
It looks good. I'm just saying when I look at it.
And then Greg's, I couldn't stand just the green, so I was looking at it. There's actually, I changed his up for him. I'm not quite done.
It looks better than what I had it.
Well, you were just trying to get it done, so I still got a couple more. I got to finish over here. Figure out a color for this and this one up here. But yeah, there was a skull there.
Was there?
Yeah, there's a skull there.
Yeah, I just didn't have.
Oh, our printer didn't.
I was trying to print. Well, that one doesn't fit in a resin printer, so we had to use it with the.
Nope, our
filament.
So it didn't come out as well, but yeah, his says human defense force for all mankind. So that's what's written there. I still got to figure out, another color here and finish off a couple of the little knobs here.
Charles says he
knobs there. But yeah.
Got some figures to use the Sanctuary game instead
That's
of
what I've been working on.
Nice. Hey, hextexh, Jeff.
Jeffy!
I like that Heroes of the Motherland, sir. That was really very nice. So if you guys haven't watched it, go watch it for him. But that was cool, Jeff. See, that game kind of really got me a little bit excited watching that one. Although I tried looking for it, I can't seem to find it. So maybe I'm not looking in the correct place.
And I know what it's not a squirrel that I've been painting. I've been painting Jeff.
Oh my God. Yeah, Jeff.
And he's cute. I gave him dentures.
Yeah, you did.
But at least now he looks like a shark.
Yep.
But yeah, he's all done. I think I want to clear coat him just that way it doesn't really screw up anything. But I don't know where to put him. Probably up on my shelf and then that would be used.
Brian from World War II says he killed it at the Crash racing game. It does bring back memories, huh? It's just when I seen that, for some reason I just thought, oh, Crash Bandicoot.
Kinda. But I tried doing kind of golds and then light browns. That's rocky. You got the trees, some leaves. That's all supposed to be like a jungle kind of thing.
It looks good.
I worked with what I had.
Ooh, the next one, X says, releases on the 22nd with a big tiger. Hey, the Stoogs actually did more damage than they get credit for in real life anyways, too. Minnie Wormup says it's worse. Ashley, oof. Mythos is like, Jeff the Land Shark. Jeff's like, he doesn't like that shark, Ashley.
Leave my Sharky alone!
She's obsessed with Marvel Rivals, so.
No, it's just Jeff.
Jeff, yeah. I mean, he does. I can't really say it. Charles says you should paint some figures for Silver Bayonet or punch counters for Panzer Group. Well, how many counters do you got to punch? Because if you got a lot of counters to punch and trim, I would probably do that while you felt up to it. Oh boy, Benny Warmont says, my goodness, how in the world can you have that nonsense on your bench? What's wrong with you, girl? Well, see, the other stuff she has on the bench that we just showed you is all that Saurian army. She's got...
It's just I don't have a very big, quote, bench.
Nothing beats the Stoog life. Yeah, very true. Even just an old World War, just in the tanks games, just tank.
Yeah, those Stoogs were little badasses.
They had their limitations, but boy, they sure did good. Yeah, you're right, Jeff. You're not gray and white? Oh, right on then. Mythos says he's painted a biker with the standard las cannon turret, 2 battletech max. Well, you have a lot going on too, Mythos. And
I mean, how's he doing? How's Lily doing?
All of us get to that point, where you kind of hit that burnout spot a little bit. Yeah, and hopefully you and your family are doing good, especially Lily there. Hopefully everything's going well for you guys. Ashley street credit was leveling up until she showed the shark. Yes, Charles, Stoogs are fabulous. They are. So some of you might remember this.
Did that help?
What are you looking at? Oh, those are your rock guys.
Oh, I know what he's talking about that I finished. I'm like, I haven't been working on a squirrel. Yes, I did.
You did? Oh, it's the rider, but that one come out.
Is this the one you're talking about?
There's a lot to look at because there's a rider on it. Yeah. That one did come out really nice looking now. Oh, just one sheet to punch out for counters? Well, then you're good. That's not bad at all.
I think this is what he's talking about.
But that one's pretty cool. So, well, Hobby Mojo kind of goes up and down with everybody too. Meet those two. Remember that?
I think that's who he was talking about. That one. That's the only squirrel. I mean, I was working on this guy.
I think Jeff missed all your other stuff.
I finished this guy off.
Your Gatling gun that shoots pebbles, it looks like. That squirrel with only 3 colors of paint. Oh boy.
There's more than 3 colors of paint on that one.
He's saying that just to get at you. That's funny.
And those aren't speed paints either.
That one model that you use one layer of speed paint on.
That's all regular paint.
It's a battle squirrel, yeah. Things can get squirrely, so on the battlefield, why not? But this big guy that she's painting now, he's just... Are you leaving all that black, or is that just like a base coat?
No, I'm going to leave it black, and then in the...
Start coloring things in.
No, in all these little grooves, I'm going to make a wash out of my moot green and fill it with the moot green. Like I basically kind of did with this, but it's going to be opposite. Where primarily it's going to be...
The wash will be inside.
Yeah, the wash will be inside, and then have the black armor. I think would look better. So that way I keep with the same.
It is all hobby goodness, and speed paints do help because they Some of them I really like. I really can't use enough of that. Uh, the leather one. I guess I should look for it and say correctly. It's the
Look,
hardened leather,
honestly, I think it's
the
hardened
Army
leather
Painter
or
hardened leather speed paint.
leather.
This stuff just phenomenally punches out things you like, straps for the firearms and pouches and things you want to make look like leather. That really works good. X says he thinks it looks really good. Nash. Charles, you only painted 12 figures this month, but see, you painted so many thousands of them last year. You're ahead of the game. Because I know when in the painting challenge, I was like, oh, I got 7 done. I felt good. And you had like 200. I was like, well, damn. I couldn't catch up. Ashley.
What?
Because your head's sticking in the camera. He does say you're painting pretty good, though. She knows you're just messing around. But yeah, so far we've still got stuff done this week. Ashley's just printed a ton.
I just started work again.
Somebody who just recently joined our Gamers with Coffee group does a bunch of 3D modeling and whatnot. So I guess he's going to try to hook me up with some 15 millimeter Western STL so I can print some stuff. Because
stop printing my stuff to print you buildings.
It's been a year. I have not done my Texas Rangers versus the Apes with the Stargate thing. It's been a year. They're painted. We rebased them just the other day, and pulled off the old bases and redid them. So
I still got to print you that Light Walker. I still got to print you all your bikes.
Yeah. There's a lot to print on one-page rules, but I kind of want to do this because I talked about doing it last year. I want to get it done. The speed paints dry, Charles. I guess I want to kind of say they dry faster than the others, but not so fast you can't use them. So, and they flow very well. So you don't want to get a lot.
Wash.
You don't want to get a lot on your paintbrush because it'll flow pretty quickly. The only one I did not like is the Army Painter's Crusader skin. It's supposed to do an all-in-one.
I use it more for like bone. That works great on bone.
Yeah.
Not really too well on faces.
I still just do the 2-part thing for faces. I use a skin tone and then a skin shade. And, everybody has their own preferences, but that's what I use to do faces and hands and things that are, exposed flesh. That's what I use. So I didn't care for this. Now I actually used it on some stuff for bone, and it worked out better that way. Otherwise, so far, the speed paints do seem to help. To me, they are just a version of, Game Workshop started all that with the contrast paints. That's all it is. It's just a different formulation, but
which I never liked, but unfortunately I ended up buying one for a different color. I don't like the contrast. I don't like all that because it's supposed to be a mixture between the paint and a wash.
Well, it depends on what you're painting and for what purpose and what your tastes are. But we got, as we talked before, we have Vallejo paints and Army Painter paints and Reaper Bones paints, which actually Reaper paints are pretty good too.
Yeah, even still now.
And GW paints. So just depends on what we're painting. Oh, and the Star Wars set, which I think Vallejo makes.
And the Zombicide set.
But who made those? Was that Vallejo too? I can't remember on the Zombicide set.
Army Painter.
Army Painter, okay. But we specifically bought the paints for Zombicide to match the colors, and it worked out pretty well. Hey, Warmont says he's busted out Song of Ice and Fire Stark and Lannister minis. Oh, you're not a fool, man, Warmont. You just kind of like, You're in the zone on the game thing. There's a lot of games I'd like to get still. I just
Keegan said there's a Jurassic Park Zombicide.
So there you go. Did you hear that? Mini Warmup, she wants to know if you know anything about the Jurassic Park Zombicide.
Because I think that's gonna be badass.
That's an expansion, obviously. Zombicide is a real fun game. My only regret is I just haven't been able to play it enough. You can try that, Charles. You're going to get a bowl and pour a lot of paint in there. Drop a figure and let it sit in the sun in hot liquid speed paint for several hours and see. Well, I mean, the sun's probably going to help dry it out, you know. Mayworm said yes. He was the one that sent the info to Keegan.
Why didn't you send that shit to me? He don't like dinosaurs.
There you go.
You always want us to buy. Why didn't you send it to me?
Because he knows right now we really can't afford to buy. He knows if he sent it to you, it would be done. Oh, can you pull that clip over, Ash? Oh, as long as Keegan has it, then it'll get funneled over to us, so it'll be all right. But she does like dinosaurs and all that stuff, which is cool. I still want to get some of these other games in too. Scroll up in the group chat, he said, Ash. Yep, we gotta pay a little more attention to the group chat. Just so much other stuff happening too. Oh, Mito says Brian told him. Ashley, look. Mito says Brian told him he didn't send it to you specifically because he says girls don't like dinosaurs. Uh-oh. Her mouth's hanging open now. Oh boy, I got a lot to catch up in that chat, don't I?
That's
the
Gizmo,
Gremlins.
Captain Jack.
There's
Sparrow,
enough going on in this world. We don't need
a dog. Aha.
Oh, there you go. That's cool. If they're gonna do like a little expansion on it, that's pretty neat.
You go down there for a minute.
You said that in confidence, huh? Yeah, it's all good. Ashley's oh, now she's looking it up. Because it's its own map?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So is it I didn't read the chat, so I don't know if that's why I'm asking. Like, is it a box set or expansion Mythos? Or yeah, either one of you actually, Brian. There you go. Well, if it's Zombicide based and it's Zombicide as we know it, you just have dinosaurs. I'd be interested to see. They must be able to move more than just, 2 squares, 2 zones at a time. So, or maybe more. I don't know.
Beta release.
Oh, there you go, on Patreon. So they have a beta release of it on Patreon. Oh, you can download the files if you're part of the Patreon. I didn't know that, you guys. No. This ain't no custom game. This is...
I got them all.
Oh, boy.
Yay! No!
What? You got to log in or something. She's going to try and see if she can get the files for those. But yeah, it looks like you can download all of it to do the beta test.
So Velociraptors are runners. Stegosaurus are brutes or fatties. T-Rex is the abomination. And Dillosaurus, whatever saurus, is walkers.
Weird World War II says that dinos are commonplace in the World War II. Good times always when you got to get away from dinosaurs, Not that life is hard enough already. Could you imagine those kind of things running around on the street?
I got him! Yeah, I got it. I think.
You think?
I think I have to go to this.
So you have to go to the links to download them because they're not his files.
I will find out.
What?
Yeah.
So
now I can
pay for
download
them?
it. No.
Huh.
Looks like.
All right. Well, now she's found how to download the files.
Got him!
So thanks, Brian.
You floor.
Yeah, she's got enough to print already. The only upside I can say is the resin art printer uses very cheap, so it doesn't cost much. Cuts into my coffee though, damn it.
Downloads. You here. There's that one. Okay, so close that one.
Are you talking out loud there, Ashley, as you're doing that? She's having too much fun.
Oh, I need to go back to this.
She's busy now. But as long as you enjoy the game, who cares? Zombicide's always been fun. No matter what version we played, really. One page rules, I think, is really, the more I've gotten into it, the more fun it is. I think it really is worthwhile. And it's, you can print the paper standees, so if nothing else, you can still play it just with a common printer and some paper. But I'm telling you, if you can pay the extra, get the card stock, it's way better. Well, of course.
Damn it.
How much is that?
$5.
Oh. See, that's where we're making a mistake. We just need to learn how to make these files, So that's another thing I guess we'll be checking out this year too.
That's my miniature factory. Miniature factory. So all of them are gonna, other than that first one.
You're probably gonna have to pay for most of them.
Let's see what the T-Rexes is.
Probably more.
So Raptors are $5.
Well, let's just hope it comes out in a big box form sometime.
$5.90 for the T-Rex.
You downloaded the Princess Bride character cards for Zombicide?
That's kind of cool.
Really?
The Princess Bride?
All right. Well, I guess you have to see them. They've got just about everything. I seen the other day on TikTok, somebody had made My Little Pony Space Marines.
So you have Alan.
Which was very artfully done. So I guess it just depends on what you want to game with.
Wow.
So the cards are there too?
That's what it looks like. It's just a template card.
Well, you guys will have to figure that out then, and let me know what you want to do with Jurassic Park Zombicide. And
I would do it.
Well, I know you'll do it, but however you guys want to set up and give it a shot, it'd be worthwhile. I like the cards. Are worse and bad. Yeah. Oh, that person's printed a lot of them and painted them and made them zombie-like.
So.
Huh. She's busy over here doing all that. So, yeah, so that should be It should be good, but for sure tonight we're gonna get in some one-page rules
Yeah, I got
battle
kicked his
here
ass to
and get
paper
it
now.
started. What?
Nothing.
You'll just have to wait, Ashley. Those are the boards for Invader, though. Why are you at Noble Knight? uh, we should get. It should be. This hobby should have like a write-off ability, as we're addicted to it. Brian says, Mini Wormut, that he bought the Princess Bride miniature game for his wife and she loves the movie. Then he had a light bulb moment. Sure enough, apparently when he checked, the cards have been made. Well, there you go. I mean, if you want to, see what she says then, Brian. See if you can get her to play that. Cool. That'll work if you want to send them through Messenger. That would be cool.
I don't have, the only board we have is the Invader box, so there's not really anything we can do with them.
Well, Weird World War II says you got to get out Noble Knight, Ashley. That place will break you. Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, because some of their stuff's expensive. Then all of a sudden you'll be sitting there, and boom, you find some deal, and you're like, and another deal. It can get you.
It doesn't help
Kinda
Ryan
like
keep sending them to us.
Miniature Market's another places that we've spent money on over the years. Although
we've got some good things off of it.
Yeah, we got our cases and stuff there. They had a good deal, but I noticed when
that was a Black Friday sale, I think. We got those.
No, the ones yours, the biggest one was on sale, so we paid for those. But I noticed that those are now more expensive under the new ownership over there.
Yeah, we gotta get some more inserts. Replace those inserts.
My inserts are okay. It's yours.
Mine are all completely destroyed.
But yeah, you can accidentally go, well, hey, I just had that $70, no biggie, and then turn around and go, wait, was that the grocery money? Dang it, I did it again, kind of a moment. So yeah, it can happen. Oh boy, Mini Wormut says he's happy you brought that up, Ashley, because Amazon has a great deal for Zombicide Black Plague and the Green Horde.
I don't think we're gonna get another Zombicide box. Keegan has what, number 2?
Well, no,
I believe.
So Keegan has the regular Zombicide, and Mini Wormut has all the ones made in existence. But with all those extra miniatures, we got a ton of Zombicide miniatures.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mini Wormut, because he sent us some. And then he sent me a link the year before on, I can't remember where it was. They were clearing out the Kickstarter pack. So I saved a lot of money. And so I got all the extras. So that's nice there. Since the ownership changed, I noticed it's gotten to be a little bit more expensive. Weird World War II. It's just, that's kind of what happens when companies get bought out, I noticed too. Although they seem to be fairly reasonable and whatnot. It's just everything's getting more expensive no matter what you do.
Well, I check. Like, if I see something that I want to try to get, I'll go and check at other places too to make sure that we're getting the best deal. I'm not just going to go, oh, that's a good deal, and not look around.
Yeah, I think most people
I still penny
kind
pinch. Just because I like to buy stuff doesn't mean I won't penny pinch.
Charles says Noble Knight's having a clearance sale now. Yeah, I'll probably just avoid it. I got too much going on this week to find a clearance sale because I will absolutely find something I want. And that's that. You know what I mean? And I kind of hate having to do that. But, if you can save money and get a good deal on things, why not? Why not? Should get a good deal on teeth. I broke a tooth last night. That was bugging me. And not necessarily fun. So now at some point I'll have to make an appointment for the dentist. And I hate the dentist, man, with a passion. I don't I don't like going at all. But if they're having clearance, have fun shopping then, Charles, because you do a lot of your own type of things too, which I've been over the years kind of dinging around with a rule set. So yesterday I had about 45 minutes, not quite an hour to myself. I kind of sat down and just kind of went through some of the notes I'd made over the years and tried condensing a little bit of things. So I'll come up with something I think for my Texas Rangers and Apes because I've got to do it, man. I told you guys I would. I have it. I redid the bases and I just need to get it done. It's just one of those things that's I don't want to do it unless I have the terrain and I just haven't had the time. Or when I've had the time, I haven't had the money for, the terrain. Because I don't want to just put them on a blank table. I want to get something for that type of thing. But we'll see. Charles, let me know if you find any 15 millimeter Midwestern stuff like old school, the old saloons, the sheriff's office, all the old Wild West stuff, but just 15 millimeter.
I found a couple 28 millimeter.
Yeah, there's some you can kind of mess around with the size, but I'd rather just be scaled that way so that all the pieces are, appropriate and not one slightly larger than what it should be or whatnot. It's going to take you a while to paint that guy if you're going to put all the highlights in there. I thought you would have made metal or something on him.
Why?
Well, that ball on the spike on the back, why don't you try that plate mail?
You hush, let me paint my things. I didn't go and criticize your painting.
I'm not criticizing your painting. I just made a suggestion. Charles, see if there's any sleeping tablets that Noble Knight has on clearance.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to freaking Amazon buy that nap time spray for you.
Nap time spray. I wish
you remember that
commercial? Yeah, I wish there was something like
before
that.
Nap time. It's freaking chloroform.
Yeah, use it at work. One of the people you work with. I said, shh, quiet. Shh, shh. Yep, that would be nice, but unfortunately, nobody makes
just
that.
Just spray a little bit on a cloth and put it on their face.
That is
it's nighttime. You want some painting? Use nap time.
Nap time. Oh boy. It's just a fun world. You never know what's coming next. So there you go, guys. That's what we got. And like I said, these go back real quick to this terrain. This cardstock terrain
it's really nice.
Once the glue dries, it looks good. The colors are sharp and it's solid,
sturdy.
So that's what's going to get used in there for.
I mean, you could use just regular paper; it will be flimsy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think just buying actual cardstock and run it through, it just makes a difference. Unless you get that stuff, that'll harden it up.
Podge or something like that.
No, it's like what you'd use if you were. They call it, I think it's decoupage on the bottles. You put that glue over.
Yeah, it's like hodgepodge.
Well, this other stuff, I don't know. I can't remember the name of it, but it'll harden the paper up rigid. So that works too. But I think the terrain's going to be okay. Even though she's putting up all that army back there, she's still not going to use that. We're still doing a game with her using the paper stand-ups.
Yeah, because I'll get these
just so we can show that. And it's kind of going to be, although I want all of you guys to check it out and let me know what you think. It's going to be geared at probably someone more towards like if you're brand new and you're wanting to do this, but kind of leery of spending money because the hobby is, can get expensive. Oh, thank you, Minnie Warman. If you sent me links for 15 millimeter terrain, I appreciate that. I just thought if I could get the files somewhere, then I could print them because it wouldn't be too terrible to print. But everything's 28 roughly millimeter for the most part, 32 sometimes, but it's all around the 28 millimeter stuff, which is a nice range. It's just 15 millimeters is what I got the guys at. So that's what I got to work with. So I definitely will be looking at those links in a little bit here, many more months. So thank you. I appreciate it. I'll take a minute to remind you guys we support some charities there if you want to check them out. The Food for Farmers .org. They help farming families who are hardworking people in other countries that get us the coffee beans that we really enjoy here because we don't grow coffee in this country.
Yep.
But really, corporations take a lot of advantage of them, and they have to struggle. But they're people who are working, and so for me, I don't mind helping those who are trying to do things themselves and work. So it's a good organization. If you guys want to check it out, do that. The other one is the Midwest Hoof and Paw, or Texas Hoof and Paw, and they help animals. They're a good charity too. We've had people from both on our show, and so we're trying to figure out too how to work in a 5-second or 6-second something little commercial on it, just to throw in our show here and there to remind people. But those are two charities that we work with that we value, and take a chance to check them out. You guys can look at our website, which is just gamersandcoffee.com. Although most of you guys already know about us, for those of you listening on this later on the podcast, that'll tell you what you need to know about us. A very simple website, and you can email us straight from there too, if you want. And then, of course, you can check out our shop, gamerswithcoffee.shop.
If you guys are watching this, you guys are more than welcome to scan that little QR code up on, it'd be to your left if you're looking at the screen.
Hello, Johnny Lindster. What's up, man?
And you can get any of our merch, coffees. We do have teas for anyone over in the UK or here in the US as well.
Yep, whoever wants to drink tea.
We do have all that.
I don't know if it's free shipping out of the country. I know anywhere in the United States, it's going to be free shipping. What are you doing, Johnny? Are you just kind of having a good Sunday, or?
There was something else.
There was something else?
We do now have gift cards on there.
Oh, okay.
So that's a new update.
We got to do another Alpha Strike, though. We got to do scenario 3.
No, I've lost both scenarios. I don't want to play against you no more.
Well, it's not me. You're playing against the faction. I'll take the other one then. You want me to be the other guys?
No.
You could be the Highlanders. She doesn't want to fight me anymore on that. Johnny, she doesn't want to battle me anymore on Alpha Strike because the last 2 games she's lost, but really didn't lose by too much. Oh, cool, Mythos. Thank you. Snowstorm after ice storm here in Western New York. Well, Johnny, out here it's just whatever weather comes our way. Tomorrow's supposed to be cold, and
Tuesday is supposed to be -7 is the high.
Yeah, Tuesday will be -7 for the high, but no more snow right now. Although we had enough snow during the week, we got some. So I get to get out and plow. That's always fun. I actually do like plowing though, for the first little bit. What I don't like is the people not watching out for you, or just think that with this 8-foot plow in the front of this giant truck, you can just whip around stuff, and they'll try to.
And then they get mad when they get buried in.
They try to go around me and stuff. I'm like, could you just wait a second? If I see you behind me, I'll pull over, but don't try to just force your way between the plow and another car. Ugh. Woo! All right. Mythos has his battletech army all painted up. we can't do that over this system, right? Because we both have the technology, Mythos. And Johnny said if he could do it over the web, he'd bring his own force. Your own disgusting force? Uh-huh. We were just doing the scenarios, like we got to do scenario 3. Yes, Mythos. I think what you're talking about, I see what you're saying. I believe everybody enjoys plowing if they get a chance to.
Oh, wow. Like, huh? What the hell is he talking about?
Ashley's not paying any attention.
To the squirrel.
That's because you've been painting squirrels.
I have not.
Oh, yes, you did. You got a battle squirrel.
But he's been painted for a while. Now painting dinosaurs.
He is a mean looking dino. Although all black takes away all the...
Work in progress. Work in progress.
I know, you're going to go over it. Brian's mini warm-up says he doesn't get it. That's okay. It's just... Well, everybody likes to play in the snow, mini warm-up. That's all. Deep down, as children, we like to run out and play in the snow, and as adults, we like to play in the snow. So that's all that Mythos is talking about. No nefarious meanings to it. It's just fun. And
sure.
Vehicles get out of your way sometimes, or they try to bypass you, or they try to. And I got a flashing strobe light on my truck. It's not like they can say, "I didn't see you."
Yeah, our granddaughter's like, "Oh, wee woos!"
Yeah, she calls it the wee woo light.
The wee woo light.
Wee woo woo. Yep. So.
And trust me, that child can hear like miles away.
She knows that plow's coming off. Yeah. Well, you can hear it too, scraping the road.
Pop pop's coming. Pop pop's coming.
He's too young to understand the joke. Fries and donut action. Well, I guess that's a good analogy. Huh. You have a very warped mind, Mini Wormut. But, yeah. It's all good, though. So far, our weather, Johnny is, it's all right. Sooner or later, it'll turn into rain or tornadoes and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. Tornadoes, they're okay if you got somewhere to go. And most of the time, you have warning, except for lately when they fail to warn people. Then you got an issue. Bazinga, yep. See, that's what makes our hangout special. We're all kind of like-minded people, just trying to have fun and survive in a crazy world. And that's why we do it. So just, man, like I keep saying, I want more time to actually have to enjoy the hobby. But we've made a lot of progress this year, man. You guys have seen we've gotten an awful lot done since the first.
Yep. Still looking into getting hot chocolates added to our store.
We have to double check with them on that. So on the store, we were trying to get hot chocolate, but not just. You know how they make things with all sorts of fillers and stuff, and you actually read it and you realize that $2 box hot chocolate's just basically garbage flavored. It's not really even a hot chocolate. We're trying to find something that actually you would enjoy. Johnny says he's got to get products up that come in this week. Can't take the van in this weather. Mini Warmount says, let's be real, we are a bunch of dorks. Yes, Mini Warmount, we are a bunch of dorks. And we're not ashamed to say it either, right? That's okay, because us dorks will just have more fun than those serious normal people. So I'm telling you, sense of humor keeps me going. I don't want to ever be classified as normal because, who wants that? Unfortunately, Johnny, if you could control the weather, you really wouldn't have to worry about stocking a store, because with that kind of power, you wouldn't need to run a store. You're just set. You could go to a beach somewhere. You're done. You already have power. It is true, though, Mythos. We kind of all are dorks. It's all right, though. I mean, like I said, it's more fun. That's cool, though, Mythos. I mean, because you guys mean it when you're calling it to each other. You mean it with love. It's not like you're putting someone down. And feel free to call us dorks all day long.
We're not in high school anymore.
I actually enjoy being called a dork. It's fine. And plus, I'm not very sensitive. I do not get offended at stuff. Really, not really a thing. Uh-oh. Not many warm-ups calling out Mythos. You are a dork. Look, Mythos. Mini Warmut loves you. There you go. That's what it is. Brotherly camaraderie. Oof, damn, this coffee pot thing keeps it hot now. I will tell you what.
You're using your metal cup.
This enamel mug that we had made, or you guys can get one if you want, but it's putting on the coffee plate over here, a little warmer plate. A regular cup, so. But on this, it keeps this stuff hot. It's an hour and 17 minutes later, and it's hot. So, yeah, this camping type of cup works real good on these warmers. Just throw that out there. So if you have an enamel cup and you're ever wanting to paint, you got a cup warmer, those work great. Aw, smoochy, Mini Wormut says. That's right, Johnny. Should be proud of it. That's what I could do. I could get us shirts for me and Ashley, kind of like thing 1, thing 2, We could be dork 1, dork 2. Something like that.
I'm number 1 dork.
Then we can name it. That's fine. You can have the number 1 dork on there, and we'll be more like remember Sleepy and Dopey and all those characters? Maybe you could be Angry Dork, and I could be Funny Dork. How's that? No?
You mean Dopey? Because that's what you're more like.
Yeah, I'm a little goofy. Yeah, the enamel cups are cool. Like, I just remember when I went camping when you were a kid, the speckled blue enamel cups. That's what this is. Dude, go get your Scooter's coffee. Hey, they've been running specials too. You know what I mean? Like, buy a coffee, get one. And yes, there you go. Linster, Mythos is all, heck yeah. Right, Mythos. Let the normal people do their thing. That's fine. That's all good. Us hobbyists / gamers / addicts / dorks, whatever, nerds, we just have more fun. So that's okay. That's all good. The more fun, the better. All right, take care, Mini Warmut. We'll probably go ahead and end it here anyways. Did you go get your coffee, sir? Go have fun. You got a stopping point there.
Yep.
So I'll tell you what, you guys, as always, we enjoy that you guys make the end of our week great and the beginning of the week great. We appreciate it. Thank you for showing up and supporting us and saying hi. Truly, it is a fun thing. So you guys take care of yourselves. We're going to end the show so you can go get dinner or do what you got to do. Johnny, good luck with the weather out there. I hope you get your stuff to the store. And for all those of you listening on the podcast later, you're more welcome to join us here on our live shows Sunday at 4 p.m. Central. And with that, we'll let you guys go. Thank you.
Next week.
And goodbye.